Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Jared Ojeda. I'm out of Atlanta, Georgia, a small city called Riverdale. And I know that you are from all around the United States, and some of us are from around the world. And I would love to know exactly who you are and where you're calling in from this morning. If you're an invited guest, you're in for a big treat. I'm just letting you know. The person who invited you, they're excited. They want you to see and meet a few individuals that are impacting lives around the world. We found a way to have fun, freedom, and fulfillment all under one umbrella at the same time. And I'm excited this year. I have the honor and privilege of introducing a woman, okay, who is literally impacting lives. She's been doing this for decades, and she came into my life at a perfect time. She is an individual that truly knows how to lighten up a room, lighten up a trip, lighten up a country. I've seen her actually do this. When she walks in, it just changes. She has a presence about her that eludes success, but she is so caring that she's willing to help so many other individuals. And it is an honor and a privilege to be on this journey with Miss Sherry Sharman. Sherry, would you come join us this morning and lighten up this call for us?
Thank you so much, Jared. And I just had to turn my phone off because it was dinging because people were reaching out to me. And, this call is one of my favorite calls that we do all week because not only are we going to present an incredible opportunity for you, we're going to also be doing a training. So if any of you have ever been on any of our training calls, you know how informational it is and inspirational it is. So just so you give a little bit of background about myself, and the reason why Jared was going to call me a young lady, and then I said, "You got to quit calling me a young lady." I said, I just turned 72 years young, but it's so cute because I just love it because he was like, "Okay, she doesn't like when I say young lady," but I do love. One of the things I've always said is, I said I don't mind being in my 70s. I just don't want to act or look like I'm in my 70s, and I think acting is a big part of it. How we portray ourselves, what kind of energy are we going around, complaining all the time, or are we high on life? And I think you're going to find that this whole community is extremely high on life. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump into this because my background, I was a Montessori preschool teacher before I got involved in this industry. And then someone like what your friend did invited me to take a look at something different. And not only has it been my lifelong career for almost 4 decades, it is something that I love to do because you can actually inspire people to not only travel, live life, and enjoy life, but to be able to share an incredible opportunity with people they care about. And that's why you're on this call right now. So the gentleman I get to introduce to you who's going to share our opportunity with you is someone that I've known since he was in his early 20s. And he was a student of mine at the time because he was, and I'll let him share his story, but he was someone that I really, when you meet somebody and you just go, they got the it factor, there's somebody that really sincerely cares about helping people and learning and paying it forward. This is this gentleman. Not only is he a top person in our company, he is an incredible trainer, teacher. He's spoken all over the world to tens of thousands of people, and it has helped improve people's lives. So he's a family man, an incredible husband, father of two beautiful daughters. I love that he's a girl dad because he's such an incredible girl dad. But I want to introduce to you my good friend and business partner, Muzaffar Najfi.
Thank you. Thank you, Sherry, and happy Saturday. And thank you for the kind words. And yes, girl dad is probably the best part. Not probably, it is the best part of my life. My daughter literally just walked in. She's headed. So I have two girls. One of them, we're going after this call to a tournament in Tucson. And my other daughter, my older daughter, she's going to a volleyball hitting camp. And she walked in and just said, "I want you to have a great call. I want you to have a great day." And you just can't help but smile when your kids understand what you do for a living, support you. It's absolutely amazing. And, Sherry, it's been an honor, a pleasure. It's actually been a gift for me. I want y'all to understand, meeting her years ago, changed the direction of my life. And I'll explain it to you. I don't know if you've ever had someone that's walked into your life that did that for you, whether it was a coach or a teacher, a professor, a mentor. For me, she was all of those things. And, she said a little bit about, we met when I was in my 20s, what happened before this company. And I'm going to share my screen in a second and show you a company that maybe someone said, hey, what are you doing? And you said nothing. And they said, you got to jump on this Zoom and you're here. Or they told you we're going to travel and have fun, or we're going to travel, make money. Or maybe they just said, if you love me, jump on. I have no idea. Either way, they got you on this Zoom, and I'm going to do my best to show you why they're excited. For me, what happened is that I ended up growing up in Minnesota. I live in Arizona now, but I grew up in Minnesota, and I was told that if I want to become successful, I needed to go to school. And the reason I was talked about, go to school, get good grades, find a big company, start at the bottom, work your way up. The reason I was told that process is my dad grew up in Africa. My dad's African. My mom is Middle Eastern. And he had businesses in Africa. When he came to the United States and tried to do it over again, he failed miserably 3 times. And he went and got a job in the mailroom of Wells Fargo. And my dad said, listen, it's too risky to do something else. Go find a big company, start at the bottom, work your way up. And that's what I thought I had to do. But I ended up getting to university on a football scholarship and was excited and thought that I had a dream coming true, that I was going to be a pro football player. My mom and dad made $30,000 combined income a year. And my goal was to make it in the NFL, make enough money, retire my mom, because all she wanted to do was help people learn about God. And so I wanted to retire her and then go get paid to play. Like, I just didn't want to grow up, whether you want to call me Peter Pan or what have you. I just didn't want to grow up. And what ended up happening is that I got injured my senior year at university. I tore my ACL, MCL, and PCL ligament in my right knee. And I got introduced to this profession, not this company, but this profession. And it was a friend of mine that called me and said, hey, what are you doing? I said, nothing. And he took me to a meeting, not on Zoom. He came and picked me up, and we went to this office, and I met a guy that was 24 years old that was earning $12,000 a month. And I just looked at the guy going, I don't know what you do, but I need to do it. And the thing is that because I was making $2,500 a month. See, $12,000 for me was a lot of money. Whether it was back then or now, I still think it's a lot of money. And maybe it is to you, maybe it isn't to you. Maybe you have a different life and you've created massive success. Congratulations. I'm happy that you're here. We're attracting all walks throughout life. And Sherry, was someone that I got a chance to meet in my very first company. And whether you call it meeting, right? Whether you call it meeting when there's 13,000 people in the room and she's the lady on stage and I am the person sitting 13,000 seats back. I think my ticket number was 13,000. Like, that's how crazy it was. But I felt like she was talking directly to me. I don't know if you've ever been in a room where there's a lot of people and the person on stage is talking and you think they're talking directly to you. That's how I felt. See, the company I went and saw was number 1 on the Inc. 500 privately held fastest growing companies in America at that time. In 1996, it was January. And I'll never forget, they announced the co-founder, the number 1 income earner. And this person was earning over $100,000 a month. And I'm going, how do you do that? Like, I tried to calculate my life. I was like, well, I work 40 hours a week. This is how much I make per hour. How many hours do you have to work to earn $100,000 a month, which is $25,000 a week? Like, I started trying to figure out how many hours I would have to work. And it wasn't calculating. Like, nothing was making sense. And that lady that they introduced, the number 1 income earner, was Sherry Sharman. And I remember looking at my brother going, someday I'm going to work with her. and be on stage with her. And my brother looked at me and he said, yeah, right. Like that was a conversation. Talk about support, right? And dreams do come true. Like if you've ever had a dream or something taken from you or a door that's closed for you and you didn't know if another one was going to open. My mom used to tell me that when one door closes, God opens another. And when football, the door closed, I got introduced to this profession. It changed my life. It really did. Now, nothing was given. Everything was earned. I worked my butt off. I worked harder here than I could ever explain, but God, was it worth it? And that lady, this lady, she's not that anymore, because to me, when you someone's on stage, it's like that person. It's like when people make way more money than you, like me and my friends used to say, them people over there, like that's over there type people money. Like that we used to, anyways, that's us. And the funny thing is that I looked at her as someone different until one day it hit me. We both breathe the same way. We both put our pants on one leg at a time. We both have 24 hours in a day. It's just that she was doing and saying something different in her 24 hours than I was. And all I needed to do was learn, what is she saying? And I wanted to find a way to get connected to her. And I had to earn my way there. And it happened in the year of 2000. I got a chance to be one of a handful of people that got invited to a private mastermind at her house. And I earned it. And she saw something. And I'm so grateful you did, Sherry. And I just want to say thank you for impacting my life. And what you did for me and my wife and our family will forever be grateful and indebted to you. But because of that, life is different today for us. And what I want you to understand is I'm going to show you a company called Viago. Hopefully you're looking at the screen. This is a PowerPoint. This company is light years different than what I first saw. Same profession, no disrespect, Sherry. If I can give all of you an analogy, it's like what I saw was like the cassette tape version of this, right? That's the best way I can explain it. And what I'll tell you is that where we're headed is absolutely phenomenal. So let me share this information with you. When we're done, I hope you get together with the person that invited you and you let them know what you like most. That's it, right? When you see Viago, via means the way, the path, and go means to go. Like that's just what it is. And I got excited about being in the room when this was being born, like started, like created. Because what happened is I moved to Arizona because I became part of a company that the CEO, his name is Isaac. Before being the CEO of Viago, Isaac opened a skincare company in 40 countries and opened 900 stores. His manufacturer was L'Oreal. And then our other partner, his name is Eddie Head. Eddie and his business partners created the largest travel club in the world. And we all came together, Eddie, his partners, me, Isaac, our partners, and we all came together like a big group of us. And we said, hey, what if we could work together? What if we could do something bigger? What if? And we made this list of what it would look like. Like if we were going to create the ultimate company, what would it be? And it turned into the ultimate lifestyle club. That's what you're looking at. And we literally spent the time and we all started calling our network. Who do you know? Who do you know? And I called a friend of mine that worked with Nike and Michael Jordan, and his Rolodex was amazing. And I said, you have to see this. And he saw it and he said, Mazanfer, this is amazing. I have some people that can help you guys. And he started consulting for us. And then we met someone else. And this membership that you're about to see today, I want you to understand, it's phenomenal. However, it's only phase one. It's phase one. And we pre-launched it last July. We officially launched in October. And that's when I called Sherry. Thank God for my wife, because she was like, you have to call Sherry now. And I did. And Sherry came to our launch event, which is a major event. And she saw over 1,000 people. She saw the CEO, my business partners, the president, the community, some of which are on this Zoom today. And she saw what had already happened, that we were already open in 40 countries and growing. And she saw the bigger picture. I'm going to do my best to show you what she saw. But she made a decision to come out of retirement to partner with us. Like, just talk about another blessing. One after the other has come. So let me talk about this membership. I believe all of you have memberships to something. Like, the subscription model is what every company is leaning towards. Apple has a subscription. Netflix has a subscription. Hulu, Peacock. I mean, if you pay a gym membership, that's a subscription. Like software with Microsoft, they won't even let you buy the software. They want you to pay a subscription. And so we created the ultimate lifestyle membership, this Club Viago, that to me is something everyone needs. To me, this is not a want, it's a need. And I'll show you why. Now, it starts with travel. So what happens in the travel space is there are companies that have access to wholesale. They just never give it to us. Priceline, Expedia, Kayak, Booking.com, like any of these platforms. They have access to wholesale, but they mark it up and then give us this price that's marked up. We get the wholesale and give it to you because you're a member of Club Viago. So we give you our wholesale price. We don't mark up. We don't sell travel. We don't do any of that. We give you the benefits of travel and lifestyle is what we do when you're a part of this membership. It's just like being part of a country club. They don't give you a golf course, for example. You get access to a beautiful resort and golf course and all types of stuff. I think they have golf clubs there too, but let's start with travel. And when you become a member and you get your username and password, the first thing you see is you get your own website. You literally put your name on it, it's yours. And travel is one of the first benefits. And you'll save on hotels, car rentals, cruises. Like, I had somebody has already been on 3 cruises since they became a member. 3. And they're like, Muzaffar, I'm averaging savings of 30, 40, 50%. And they're sending me pictures. And we've got people that have saved on hotels all around the world, car rentals. Now, flights we have access to, but I'm not going to tell you or brag about flights because it's FAA regulated. And we're very similar to other platforms when it comes to flights. But let me show you the rest. Hotels, I will brag on. I'm telling you. Like, we're absolutely crushing it. This is the public price for a hotel in Las Vegas called Caesar's Palace, $149. That's Priceline, basically, is the public price. Our price is the Viago price. Look at the difference, right? This is Miami, 37% savings. Glacier National Park, 34% savings. This is New York, a 57% savings. Puerto Vallarta, 73% savings. I was in Argentina, I saved money. Colombia, every Colombia trip, I'm in Colombia every 3 to 4 months, I save a significant amount. My most recent one a couple months ago, I was at the Grand Hyatt. Instead of paying $279, I paid $139 per night. I was just at the Hilton Los Angeles. It was $274. I paid $150 after taxes. This is Venice. Do any of y'all want to go international? 54% savings. Now, that's category 1 in our membership. Category 2 is our escapes. We have 2 parts to our escapes. These are vacations that we design. Now, we either design everything and you can choose to go, or we design what you want. So I'll explain both of them. The first one with our reward escapes is we have what's called rewards, which are points. And you can earn these points. It's really simple. And I'll explain how all of it works. But let's start with the first vacation, Playa del Carmen. This is a 4-diamond property. My wife and I have been there twice. My kids have been there once. Last Father's Day, we were there. And included is round-trip airport transfers. You know how nice it is to walk out of the airport and somebody's got a sign with your name on it? and it's included in the trip, so you didn't have to organize it. There's a welcome reception when you get there. It's all inclusive. There's a choice of a sunset cruise or snorkeling. Everybody chose the cruise. Foam pool party. There's a host waiting for you, like just waiting for you. I made a joke the other day, and when I said that, it reminded me of Welcome to Fantasy Island. Like it reminded me of that show Fantasy Island. Like if you've ever seen it, and you got the dude that was sitting there pointing, going, the plane. That was Tattoo, if y'all ever remember. And then one of Sherry's friends was like, hey, Mazafar, I was on that show. I go, no, I'm not making fun of the show. The show was awesome. It just reminded me when I said a host, I pictured the guy in the white suit. Anyways, that's my memory. I remember movies and TV shows. And so this vacation, like everything that I talked about, without flights, it will cost you $1,700. With Club Viago, without flights, it's $850. That's 50%. Now let's talk about our rewards. When you become a member of Club Viago and you start the membership like I did, the company immediately gives you 600 points. What do you need to do to reward your points with the grocery store or the movie theater or like or anything, the gas station or credit cards? Like I remember racking up 1,000 points on my credit card going, this is awesome, until I redeemed it for $10. I'm like, oh, this is dumb. Like it just made no sense. And when I look at ours, you get 600 points. What does that mean? Is that like $6, Mazafar? No. 1 point equals $1. 600 points is $600. And we give it to you the minute you become a member, the way that I became a member. And so I want you to see something. Every trip has a maximum amount of points you can use. This one, you can use 150. So the price comes down to $700 versus $1,700. You saved $1,000 right there. Here's a trip to Vietnam, $475. Dubai, which is beautiful. We try to go there every year, by the way. 540 after points. Here's another one, which was 450 after points. Like I remember when I showed this to Sherry back in October, she was like, I'm going there. Like, I want to go there. And she goes, when is it? I said, March. She goes, that's my birthday month. And I always laugh when she says that because we have a day. Like most people have a birthday. She has a month. God bless her. And by the way, happy birthday, Sherry. Happy birthday month. It's almost done. But you know what? We're going to celebrate you for the year. And she went and she was sending me pictures going, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm like, Sherry, I didn't design the trip. She goes, no, but you introduced me to the community. She goes, there's over 400 people here from multiple countries and continents. Look at the Egypt trip. Amazing. Look at the Phuket, Thailand trip. I had so many responses from people that have been on this one. They forced us to bring this trip back. China, if you've never been, you got to see the world. Stop looking at the world through the eyes of your telephone and Instagram and Facebook. Go see the world. Go see what God's created. It's absolutely amazing what's out there. And I want you to know the second way is escape your way. I have people that have set up bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, family reunions. My best friend played professional football for the Ravens and the Falcons, and we're so excited because his son just got accepted to Indiana State University for football. And my buddy Ed, like if you meet people that are wealthy and successful and you go, well, they don't need to save money. Are you kidding me? Ed's like, Mazafar, I don't care how much money I made. And he made millions. He's like, I love saving money. He said, I bought a timeshare, but this is way better than a timeshare, like way better. And then he went on a vacation with the community and he was done. He was like, I'm all in. I want to build this business. I'm a retired NFL player. Like, what else am I going to do? So I meet people that are successful that become partners with us. I meet people that were like me, that were living paycheck to paycheck, paying last month's bills with this month's check. And I just didn't want to be in that situation anymore. And so I love this business. The point is I'll show you the business in a second, but Escape your way. We will design for you. You can pick the date, the location, all of it, and we'll design it. And we have so many trips happening all over the world. We even have trips where we do for others. We give back. Whatever you want to say, but it's to me, it's what the world needs to do more of. This one is beautiful. It was started by Janie and Raymond, two leaders in our community. And they started doing these bottled school trips where outside of enjoying Guatemala, you give back to the community. Like our motto as a company is to give more than what we receive, to give more than what we receive in every aspect. And this is such an amazing trip. Now, the next category is our telemedicine. And I just got an update on this from our president, which is so exciting for me to be able to share with all of you. The update, by the way, what this is access to a licensed doctor in the United States for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are people inside the United States that don't have insurance that need this. But I just found out that our telemedicine partner has officially opened up this program for all the countries that we're in to have access to a doctor that's licensed in the United States. And I'm going, wait a minute. So Colombia can access a US doctor? They said, yes. I was like, that hasn't been available for them. Like this is now open for so many countries that we do business with. I'm so grateful for this. Now, there are people that have insurance. There are people that don't. There are people that need health insurance. And we have a partner that gives 20 to 60% off health insurance. So many people have used that and saved thousands. And talk about savings, we have daily deals. This will save you $4,000 a year. Just this. Like I always tell people, if you don't have this membership, it will cost you more money not to be a part of Club Viago. Think about that one. Like we've all heard that a penny saved is a penny earned. It's so real. It's not just about how much money you make. It's about how much you keep. And so this will save you. Do any of y'all go to the movies? Do you go to restaurants? Do you go to theme parks, Six Flags, Disney, SeaWorld? I went to SeaWorld with my wife and daughters, and the ticket at the gate was $109 per person. There's 4 of us. I went on the membership. It was $59 per person. Like Sunglass Hut, Petco. Do any of y'all have pets? Or do you know someone that does? On here, I don't have it listed, but a friend of mine, Jim and Donna, they were like, Muzaffar, we went through the member deals and we went to the shopping category and we went on insurance and we saved on our car insurance as well. I said, how much? $2,300 for the year. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then Amanda and her husband saved $2,600 for the year. And then she, like, there's so many, Sean and her like hubby, like they saved $600. Like everybody's got different cars and vehicles and things they need to save, but a penny saved is a penny earned. And the last area is our shopping area where we have phenomenal nutrition, skincare. This area is growing, and we give the products at a wholesale price. And then you can also use the points that you earn to bring the price of the product down, similar to the price of the vacation down. And I love that. This is what I just covered. This is a recap. And by the way, everything you're looking at is phase 1. Phase 1. What is phase 2 going to look like, which is in the works right now? What about phase 3? What about phase 8? Like, I'm so excited for where this is headed. And by the way, all the pictures that you see, this is our community. By the way, you can see one of them, the top right, a beautiful couple. That's Jared and Kamitsi. If you were on at the beginning, he was introducing this Zoom today. Like, this is our community. So how do you become a member of Club Viago? It's simple. The setup is a one-time $450. And if you remember, this is what I did. So when I said, if you do the membership like I did, you're going to get 600 points. So my brain said, I give $450, and in return, I get 600. Like, could you imagine going to buy something from the store and you spend $450, and not only do you get the clothes that you bought from the store, what if on top of giving you the clothes, they gave you 600 points and 1 point equaled $1 that you could use back at the store? Right now, that's kind of a baffling statement because you're going, Muzaffar, makes no sense. If I spend $450 on clothes, I got the clothes. And you're going to give me the reward like to use in the store for $600 more? Yes. Well, that's too good to be true. Thank you. That's the best compliment we could receive. That means we did our job. But it gets better. Every month, the membership is $99. But wait, we give you 100 points a month. Like, think about it. Do any of y'all have Netflix? What do you get every month from Netflix for paying the membership? Do any of y'all have a gym membership? What do you get every month for paying the membership? Access into a portal, access to software, access to the gym, access. What do you get for paying your insurance every month? Insurance. Nobody gives us anything extra unless you're part of Viago. We believe in the extra. We believe in going above and beyond. And wait, it gets better. I love saying that. I love saying it because it's true here. Be loyal for 12 months and we give you a gift. It's either a vacation, and my business partner, Jesse Mack, who's in the Philippines, just took his. And he was sending me pictures and videos going, Muzaffar, look at this beautiful resort. That's the 7-night getaway. I was like, wow. Other friends of mine took the 1,000 points. They were like, wait a minute. I love the vacation. I want more points because 1 point equals $1. And they're like, Muzaffar, math the math. Are you mathing it? and 600 to start, 100 every month for 12 months. You're at 1,800, and then 1,000 extra. You're at 2,800. Some people have family and friends that they want to travel with them. And 1 point equals $1. I'm just saying. It's about living life. It's not about existing. It's Saturday. You know, tomorrow night, do you know how many millions of people will have that weird feeling in their gut? Because come Monday, it's I owe, so off to work I go. Wednesday's hump day. Friday's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. And it looks like people just got out of jail. And then Saturday, Sunday night, they get that funny feeling they got to do it all over again on Monday. That's existing. It's not living. And there are people on this Zoom that if we could help you with a spare tire to your financial vehicle, just in case you get a flat, that's what they're looking for. There are people that love what they do. I have doctors that work with me that love what they do, but they want the extra to pay off medical school. I have lawyers. I have teachers. I have construction workers. I have judges. I've got state representatives. I've got people that owned insurance companies. I've got college graduates. I got people still in college saying, hey, if I can do this while I'm in college, 5 years from now, I'll have enough money to pay off my college loans. Like, there's so many people that want extra. Number two are people that are going, Muzaffar, I hate what I do. I don't know about people that love what I hate what I do. Can you help me match my income so I can fire my boss once and for all? Like, have you ever met someone that sat there and said, if such and such says one more thing to me at work, they're going to get it? Have you ever met that person? And if you haven't, you might be that person that's going to get it. I'm just saying, I'm joking. The point is there are people that hate what they do and they want to replace their income. Number three is someone that was like me. I wanted the 6-figure, the 7-figure. I just didn't know how to get it until Sherry said, hey, kid, I'll teach you. And she did. And we'll show you how to do this. First, you got to become our business partner. And it's simple. It's $49 to become an ambassador of Viago. Like, that's a meal for most people. And it's one time. And you get an ABS system. We track everything. We have a whole software. So we spent millions and it's yours. And then next year, to renew your ambassador status, It's $99 next year, by the way. So let me show you how we earn an income. There's 5 ways we get paid. There's a direct bonus, a residual bonus, a team bonus, a sapphire bonus, and a matching check bonus. So if you're asking, what do you guys do? We market a membership and we build a team of people that market the membership. What do real estate brokers do? They sell houses and they recruit other people to be agents for them to sell houses. What do insurance brokers do? They sell insurance, like a membership, and they recruit other people to sell insurance so they can get an override. We do the same thing. I'm just going to cover 2 ways out of the 5 right now, just to keep it simple. First is a direct bonus. Anyone that you refer, they become a member, you earn $100. And you know what's great is you can use Zooms like this, where we do the presentation for you. Like when they told me that, I'm like, man, you better watch. I'm bringing everybody, because I didn't know who was going to say yes or who was going to say no. I know not everybody's going to say yes. That's okay. I just will bring everyone. And I remember Sherry said, Mazafar, we do presentations. She goes, can I give you some advice? I said, yes, ma'am. She goes, do you want to win? I said, yes. Like, it's in me. I played sports. I want to win at everything. She goes, well, whoever has the most butts in the seats wins. And that clicked for me, Zooms like this, I want the most people on the Zoom. If I'm doing a live meeting, Jared just had 2 live presentations last night where he had Roscoe and Michelle come from Tampa, Florida to Atlanta, and they were doing the presentation. Jared put butts in the seats. Like, it's nice to have someone help you build your business. And everyone that joins you earn 100. You have 5 people, 500, 10 people, 1,000. Why am I showing 6? Because not only do you earn 600, but starting next month, your membership is free. So you're going, well, Mazafar, it's the end of March. Yes. Sign up today. You can introduce people tonight. We have this on video. Like, this one here is being recorded. You can use this. But we have people doing live presentations this afternoon, this evening, tomorrow, Monday. Sherry and I are doing another live one like this on Monday evening to close out the month. Some of you over the next 3 days could have your 6. Now, the people you introduce, I'm going to warn you, they're going to want their 6. I introduced Sherry, and she was like, Mazafar, I got to get my 6. She introduced Kathy. She was like, I got to get my 6. Sherry got hers in less than a week. Kathy got hers in 4 days. Rika got hers done. Stevie B got his done. Ricky got 9 in 24 hours. Like, I'm telling you what's happening. What if it took you a month? What if it took you 6 months? It's still worth it. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And the reason why most people can't do this is because if they work, they make money. If they don't work, they don't make money, because they don't have a team. Most people are the only person responsible for their income. And I'm going to show you something. We build a team, ladies and gentlemen. When you introduce a couple people who introduce a couple people. So let's say you introduce Jared, the guy that introed the call, and Jared introduced Sherry, and Sherry introduced Cheryl, and Cheryl introduced Rika, and Rika introduced me. You now have 5 people. And as long as we are all on the membership, and you do it again one more time, you introduce Soda, who introduces Tony, who introduces Julie, like, you get the picture. And it doesn't have to be in your city. We're in 40 countries. You're going to introduce people that introduce people in other states and provinces and countries. And we will keep track of everything. But when you get 5 left and 5 right, and they maintain the membership, you get a back-end residual. This is only the second way we get paid, by the way. $50 a month. People go, Mazafar, that's not a lot of money. I go, first of all, a residual dollar is better than a regular dollar. But number 2, 5 and 5 is not a lot of people. But now all of them are going to want their 6. That I'll tell you. And it's going to grow to 1010, and your income jumps to $200 a month. As long as they stay on the membership, you're guaranteed $200 a month. When it gets to 25, you're at $500 a month. and then 1,000 a month. And there's another bonus that happens when you become a sapphire, by the way. And we'll explain that to you later on. But 100 left, 100 right, you're at emerald. My friend Martin in Africa did this in 4 months. Month one, he did 10-10. Month two, he did 25-25. It was November, December, January, February. I'm excited to see how he finishes March. But he's already at 100. When he gets to 250, he'll be at 5,000 a month. Do you know what that does for someone's lifestyle in Africa? And not include like the US, Canada. What would that do for your lifestyle? An extra 5,000 a month on top of what you're earning at your career. 500, it's 10,000 a month. By the way, if you see me look over, it's because I'm reading the PowerPoint, right? It's on another screen, by the way. 1,000 is 20,000 a month. Then there's 36,000 a month. Then there's 85,000 a month. Listen, it's okay to focus on this because there's some significant income that can really impact your family. But I'm going to tell you to pick out two numbers. One, what do you want? And number two, what do you need? Like, what do you need right now? Don't say I need 85,000 a month. You don't need 85,000 a month. You want, and it's there and it's available. What if it took you 5 years to get that done? Is it worth it? And if not for Viago, what else will help you add this to your life? Look, we have a whole digital wallet that is so advanced. It's incredible. But I'm not here to say sign up and you'll make money. No, that's like a gym saying sign up and you'll gain muscles. No, you got to put in the work. We will teach you and train you how to do this. We have a whole training system. We do 3 live events every year in North America, and then 3 in Europe, 3 in South America. We're going to be starting in Asia. But we have a whole inner circle program, which is an online training system that you need, not want, need. And then our next training is happening in Atlanta. Jared, we're coming to your town, baby. We're coming to Atlanta. And before we talk about getting started, I want you to hear from a couple of people that have had some results. And I'll just tell you this, right? Like, it's really, really simple, but it takes work. I'm not Viago. Like, I'm not. I'm honored to have been a part of it. But I want you to hear from some folks, and I'm just going to pick out a couple of people just to keep it simple. Man, I see my brother on here. Roscoe, are you available? I see you on here. Are you able to unmute? Man, that would be awesome. I didn't even know you were going to be on here. Is Roscoe able to unmute? If not, it's okay. I just saw his name, so I was like, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. If he's not, no worries. He might be driving back to Tampa, and he might have just be on listen only. Stevie B, if you could help me start this out, brother, because I know you are always available. And just wait. Listen, y'all are listening to my voice. Wait till you hear Stevie's. He's got like that radio superhero voice. And Stevie, if you could share your story, my friend, what you've done before, what's happened since you started Viago, and what's happening with your team. It's amazing, my friend.
You got it. You got him, Zephyr. Great job as always. Sherry's running me ragged, 3 ways, introductions, all kinds of stuff. Come on, get up. It's 4 o'clock, she says, in the morning. And listen, folks, exciting times here at Viago. Yes, obviously the 6 and getting people enrolled and doing all the exciting things, but there's so much more here. Somebody may be looking at this morning, just maybe like myself, some 35, 39 years ago. Sherry's talking about, maybe a little less than that, of how long I saw this, but coming from a blue collar background, couple of years further education after that, the school of hard knocks of the direct sale industry. We had and have today, even what Mazoffer's continuing on that legacy with Sherry, the training system, right? That's what separates. That's what made the difference for me. I would have been gone a long time ago, fill out that application. But here's the thing about what Viago's done. We're reaching out to people all over the world, introducing, qualifying, onboarding, and just building that structure. Because once we create that momentum, it's happening for us. My wife and I, Susan, doing a great job working it together. And we're just getting started, guys. We're looking forward to seeing everybody in Atlanta. We're bringing a team up there with us, so it's going to be an exciting time. Thanks for letting me share.
No, I appreciate it, my friend, and congrats on everything that's happening. You and I and Jesse were on a call with your Australia leader, and the Australia leader was introducing people in the Philippines, and Jesse has already done a presentation, I think, for your first 9, and 3 of them are already getting their 6. Like, it's amazing how it's growing, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll just tell you right now, and for you, you may go, well, I don't know anyone in Australia, or I don't know. It's not about that. The fact is who do you know, even if they're local, and then who do they know? Right? So many people think that you have to have like this big Rolodex. It's not necessary. You'll introduce someone that will introduce someone that will introduce someone, and you'll get incredible results. And I would love to go to a young lady. I heard her story, and I got excited. And Barbara, I'd love for you to share your story. I know that you sent me a message going, Mazafar, I'm here. And you know what? You are here. And I'd love it if you could share your story of what's happened. Just a quick 30-second of what's happened since you got started in Viago.
Sure. Thank you very much, Musafir. It's such an honor to be able to share my story, and your presentation is always spot on. I am so excited. When I first saw this idea, I just wanted to have more fun in my life. I wanted to make more friends, and I'm a professional realtor. So every time I sell a house, guess what? I have to go sell another one. A residual dollar truly is my path to freedom and to a lot of people's paths. So this is very exciting to me that we get to impact people's lives. But I will tell you about the joy, the friendships I've made are precious. And the last two vacations I've taken, I never would have taken if I had to pay retail. I took my dream was to take a European river cruise, and the retail price of that was $5,300, just without taxes and fees. And I thought, oh my goodness, I will never be able to go. And then with Club Viago, I saved $3,800. Oh my God, I got to go on my dream trip. I almost want to cry because it was so beautiful, and we paid less than $2,000. So sorry for getting choked up, but it made my dream come true. And then in December, I got to go to Playa del Carmen. I've never thought of going to Cancun. We get to go places we never thought possible, or we never thought we would go. And oh my gosh, just the experience of being there was so memorable. And I can't wait for the next trip. I just love this club. I'm a member for life. I will never leave. And thank you, Musafir. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, all the beautiful people that are part of this amazing, incredible community.
You
That was
are
more
welcome.
seconds. Sorry.
No, you're fine. Congratulations. And that's why we do this. Look, for some of you, it's the lifestyle, it's the experience, it's the connections. I look at Jared, who started out the call today, and he's a firefighter, and he loves what he does. The fact is that he has to do it. Even though he loves it, it's a twofold situation. Imagine having a second income, which he's already created because of Viago, and that income is growing to the point where firefighting will be a choice, and he loves it. And I don't think he'll ever give it up, which is okay. He loves that, but it's a choice. Isn't it nice to know that you choose it instead of it being a have to? And Jared's been everywhere, and I know that we'll get a chance to have him tell his testimonial later, and on one of the other calls, and spend time. But Jared, man, I'm so proud of you and your wife, Kamitsi, and everything that you've done. And I love having you a part of this community. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just wrap this up, right? Before we go into training, that Sherry said, getting started is simple. If your friend introduced you, right, the membership's the membership. Like building a business where you get a membership and a business all bottled up into one. It's like a business in a box for 500 if you just clump it all together. To me, divide that by 365 days, that's $1.37 to start a business per day. And you get 600 points. It's to me, it was for me, it was an IQ test for me. Like I was like, if I don't do this, I'm going to miss out on one of the greatest companies that are going to build something. It's like being introduced to WhatsApp before WhatsApp became WhatsApp. It's like being introduced to Instagram before it became the gram. Like it's like being introduced to Facebook, before it, you get it. The timing of this is spectacular. Your friend introduced you. That's you. We're building two teams. You get the next available spot. And then anyone that your friend is introducing after that will go underneath you. And if you're wondering, do you get benefits from that? Yes. And anyone they bring, it all counts for your team. And there's ways that you can earn an income from that, even though you didn't bring them. Now, if you wait, you're giving your position away to someone that does get started. And then when you do, you go in the next available spot and you'll miss out on people. Don't do that. There's so many things you've missed in life. I've missed in life because of fear. And I'm telling you, fear is temporary. Regret, oh my God, regret is permanent. A, B, or C, they said, Mazafar. A is someone ready to go. That was me. B is someone that wants to be a customer. Great. And C is someone that wants to, get their questions answered. God bless. Get together with the person that asked you to be here. But I'll tell you, do yourself a favor and listen to this lady for a quick second. She impacted my life. She was a preschool teacher. She was earning very little, and she'll tell you her story. She's made millions, but she's never forgot where she came from. She still coaches and mentors me today. Yesterday night, I was getting coached by her, and she was at Mazafar. I think if you did this, and I think if you did that, and I was just quiet. And she was like, are you okay? I said, yes, ma'am. Just taking notes. And you're 100% right. And I love it. And she's made a significant income, but she still loves people. And Sherry, why? But why Viago? Like, you just invested $1.5 million in a franchise. You and your husband are playing with the grandkids and taking care of your mom who's 92. And why Viago? Why now? Before we go into the training, I'd love for you to help wrap up this section of our presentation. I'll turn it over to you, and thank you for everything you've done for me and our Viago community in the short period of time that you've been here.
Thank you, Ms. Offer, and thank you for sharing our incredible opportunity. And when you ask me why, I very simply, I can just let you guys know, you heard Barbara's testimonial. That is why. It's this community. When you get an opportunity to spend time with this group of people, I have never in my career have met people like Jared, Shar. I mean, they're Roscoe, all these people that are on this call. There's so many people that we're sidelines. When you understand what that means we're not part of each other's team. We're all one big team in the sense of being part of Viago, but normally in this industry, you have a lot of unfriendly competition. And here, the thing that I've seen, and it's been a dream for me all my career, is to have people cooperatively marketing together. They work cooperatively and unified. And that's the thing I see. And that comes from the top, the very top. That's our CEO and founder, Mr. Isaac. When you get an opportunity to hear him speak, that filtrates all through the leadership. Ms. Offer, I mean, I wouldn't be here without you, so when you ask me why, another big reason is you. You have worked with me side by side, showing me this system. And that's why I don't know if any of you saw when I put in here, you can actually earn while you're learning. I put it in the chat when he was talking about the money, because a lot of people go, oh, I don't want to learn something new. No, we will teach you. We will do the presentations. We will show your people the same thing you just saw and help you get your business going until the time when you can do it yourself. And it's kind of like riding a bike. It's like having the training wheels on, and helping you be able to be stable enough to be able to get your balance, to be able to ride solo. And that's what I see with our training program. And what I highly recommend, if you're brand new, stick around for a few more minutes and learn how to get a fast start with this. If you can't, get with the person who invited you out on this call, get signed up as quickly as possible, because as Mazafar was explaining to you, this is a binary. You have two legs. It's kind of like a string of pearls. Just think of one pearl. You unhook the facet and you just run them straight down. Each one of those people are like a pearl. And you put a person in there and everyone else that's underneath helps you benefit. And that's why when you get a chance to understand the power of this, you want to get in as early as possible with your friend's business, because you want the higher you are, the more money you make. So that's why we want to get you in. And there's a saying: the longer you wait, the farther you fall in that string of pearls. So we don't want you to miss out on that. So we're going to end this call now. We're going to stop this call, but you stay on the line because we're going to go right into training. But thank you for your time. We appreciate you so much, and God bless.